Hi, I'm Paul Darley, and thanks for tuning into our February issue of Inside Darley. I have to tell you, this past weekend, my family and I enjoyed a movie called Moneyball. It starred Brad Pitt, who played the role of Billy Beane, who was the general manager for the Oakland A's baseball team. And the story talked about how he used statistical information and statistical analysis in order to go out and create a winning baseball team. And that whole theme of using stats to make wise decisions really caught on in baseball. Theo Epstein then brought it on to the Boston Red Sox, and now the Cubs have just hired him as our new president of operations here in Chicago. And like the Red Sox, who hadn't won a World Series in 86 years, hopefully this will be the year for the Cubs using the same type of data. But I think that companies and the fire service in general and military can really use data to really support decisions that they make and have more confidence in those decisions. If you're in the fire service, there's a great place that you really should be looking for this statistical information. There's a number of places, but one of the free ones that I'd recommend is that you go to nfpa.org, go to their research section, and they post on a monthly basis all types of different statistical reports. One of the statistics that they just released within the last 10 days has been the number of firefighter deaths in 2011, and it's been down now for the 9th year in a row, which is wonderful news. And for the 3rd year in a row, we've been under 100 deaths within the fire service. So it's certainly an indication of the type of improvement and equipment that manufacturers are using, NFPA 1500, to make sure firefighters are properly trained and making the right decisions there. We've actually attached for you here a copy of one of the reports that they just posted in January 2012 on structural firefighting reports. So there's all sorts of information that we would encourage you to go to. Another great source of information is the Fire Apparatus Manufacturers Association, or FAMA. You can go to their website at fama.org for information. One of the things that's just available to our member companies only is very detailed statistical information on the number of trucks that are bought each year in each state, the size of the pumps, right down the line, the type of vehicles. And while we can't share that entire data with you unless you're a member company, what we can tell you is that the number of fire trucks built in 2008 was 6,000. And looking at 2011, it looks at those final data are not in yet, but it appears that we're going to be right at about the 3,300 number, 3,300 vehicles built in 2011. So the market's down roughly 50% just over a 3-year period. But you can really look at and data mine this information in order to determine, where trends are, and there's a plethora of information available in there. It's interesting, you can have all the statistical data, but then you also have to obviously make sure that you are implementing on that. And the next article that we've attached for you here is called Just-in-Time Strategy for a Turbulent World. Now, this was written in 2002, mind you, right after 2011. It was published by McKinsey. It was written by Lowell Bryan. But I'll tell you, it's incredibly applicable to, I think, strategy today, whether you're a fire department, a fire equipment distributor, manufacturer, in the defense area. And it really talks about having a portfolio of initiatives and making sure that portfolio really provides favorable outcomes for the entire organization. And if you dive further into the article, it says that these portfolio of initiatives are usually around a couple of driving themes, such as increasing global reach for the enterprise, increasing or entering into a new but related market, things of that nature. And a lot of things that we at Darley are trying to do here with our water purification, Homeland Security Equipment.com, our defense initiatives, really all having some common themes there and not straying too far from our core historic fire business. And as I think back just this last month, last 2 weeks, we've actually attended major or significant trade shows in all of those key areas. For the fire, we just got back from the FDSOA conference down in Orlando. Attendance was down a little bit this year, but the speakers were excellent. They included Jason Darley from Darley Company. And all of the speakers went and talked about, innovative fire apparatus seemed to be the theme and the things that we've been talking about here on Inside Darley. But it was interesting, a number of them pointed to a great resource that's available on fama.org, and that's our weight and cube calculator. So we've actually attached a copy of that here for you. I suggest you download it if you're ever thinking about writing specs for a truck. You simply put in your wish list of equipment that is listed there, and it tells you, hey, here's how much this is going to weigh, and here's how much space it's going to take up in your compartments. We also attended the SHOT Show out in Las Vegas. We had, I think, 16 people from Darley there. Excellent show for us in a lot of ways. And lastly, we attended a disaster management show down in New Orleans, where we showcased a lot of our water purification and Homeland Security the equipment. So we're going to be attending 90 trade shows in 2012. So hopefully you'll be out at those, and we look forward to meeting you and rebuilding and strengthening our relationship after the non-trade show season these last few months. So thanks for tuning into this issue of Inside Darley. If there's anything we can be doing to support you, we hope you'll reach out to us. Thank you very much.